Well, she looks like $1 million diamond strutting through the door. Got a sassy little walk to make you want more. Got a body that'll give you a heart attack. She's looking for a sucker, give him all he has. That girl's got a big black hole where her heart should be. Leave you blue and holding on to misery. Hang around long enough, milk you try. Let me tell you boys, that girl is a real bad bye. Crazy for letting her go. If you see my bank account, then you know Mrs. Jones ain't keeping up with her. Yeah, busting my back to give her what she don't deserve. That girl's got a big black hole where her heart should be. Holding on to misery. Hang long enough to milk you try. Boys, I gotta tell you, that girl is a real bad bye. Boys, I gotta tell you, that girl is a real bad bye.
It's not quite a religious experience, but it's damn close.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead.
Seriously? You guys gotta come up with a better name. Whatever. I'm not even getting paid for this show.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio.
Barroom singing and guitar ringing, playing old Hank Jr. songs, living the life under neon lights, shooting Jim Beam all night long. Well, I never met the man, but I sure love what he's done. You can't find country like that anymore these days, it's damn near gone. My old lady, now she don't like these late night weekend gigs. She thinks I'm gonna drink too much and wake up in a stranger's bed. All I'm doing besides getting drunk is playing old Bo Cephas songs. You can't country like that anymore. These days it's damn near gone. So I'll grab me a beer and light a cigarette while Junior sings about his regrets. It don't take but a song or two to get me through these lonesome blues. I know he ain't been perfect, but he's one hell of a son of a gun. You can't find country like that anymore. These days it's damn near gone. Some people may call me a sinner, and I suppose they got a right. If living was reading the Bible, then I'd have done went on and died. I'm starting a new family tradition, 'cause it's my favorite song. You can't find country like that anymore. These days it's damn near gone. So I'll grab me a beer and light a cigarette while Junior sings about his regrets. It don't take but a song or two to get me through these lonesome blues. I know he ain't been perfect, but he's one hell of a son of a gun. You can't find country like that anymore. These days it's damn near gone. Your good old country done walked down the door. These days it's damn near gone. All gone.
That is music from Kevin Gillick Jr., his first radio single called Damn Near Gone. He messaged me the other day, and he's going to have his second single released sometime this spring. Man, I wish it was spring right now. Welcome to Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. I'm your host, Tim Kelly, doing a Finally Friday edition of Today's Country with Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio. And speaking of wishing it was spring, we are under a winter storm watch here in Branson, Missouri. Ice, sleet, snow, all that good stuff moving in, and I just looked at the radar and it should be here in about an hour. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the middle of the country, if you're in the eastern part of the country, it's heading your way as well. And it's up in northern Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, all that kind of good stuff coming down out of the sky. So stay in, stay warm, grab your coffee, and listen to this great radio show. We're going to go with 3 hours of the best in new country. Mr. Jason Breedlove kicked it off this morning. Great tune called Bad Boy. You can find that bad boy on the big Twitter machine at JasonLB Music. And you can find us at New Country's Best on Twitter, my personal account at Tim Kelly on Air. The best in new country lives right here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to get to more of it right now. Mr. Chris Bro from Chris Bro and the Six String Band. This is called Till Something Breaks on Today's Country from Indie Country Radio, KICR, from the live entertainment capital of the world, Branson, Missouri. Good morning.
All in the heat of the July heat, 80-pound bills, a quarter apiece. Wasn't much money, but it's all I need to fill up a Chevrolet. With the top off tank and the hubs locked in, no rock and roll variety band. Jumped on Finny like I've got no sense. See what she can take till something breaks. I'm just wild that way. Yeah, I'm gonna push you to the limit, find out what's in it. It's all fun and games till something breaks, I'm just wired that way. Yeah, I'm gonna push you to the limit, find out what's in it. It's all fun and games till something breaks. I'm just wired that way. Yeah, I'm gonna push you to the limit, find out what's in it. It's all fun and games till something breaks. Yeah, till something breaks.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You're listening to Indie Country Radio with Tim Kelly.
Preacher says I clean up pretty good, but a new shirt and a shave don't mean you're living how you should. The sermon is a jump start for my soul. Every dusty hymn gets me feeling I'm not alone. But this side of Sunday, after the last amen, my stained glass starts to crack again, and the world comes creeping in. Here comes the next chance to show a man can change. Trying to get the verses off the page. This side of Sunday, this side of Sunday. Sometimes I use my words as kerosene, get road rage instead of giving praise when a truck just misses me. Or forget it's just a fine line that divides me and the guy on the interstate holding up a cardboard sign. But this side of Sunday, after the last amen, my stained glass starts to crack again, and the world comes creeping in. Here comes the next chance to show a man can change. Trying to get the verses off the page. This side of Sunday, it's a tug of war between my want to and what I got a history of. Some old habits ain't easy to give up. This side of Sunday, after the last amen, my stained glass starts to crack again, and the world comes crashing in. Here comes the next chance to show a man can change. Trying to get the verses off the page. Yeah, I'm just trying to get those verses off the page. This side of Sunday, this side of Sunday.
That is the latest single from Brent Harrison. Brent Harrison, capital T-N for Tennessee. If you want to find him on Twitter, he is from Nashville, Tennessee. Good friend of mine. Love what he's got going on. His brand new single, This Side of Sunday. Well, you're going to love what we got going on, because coming up here in about 16 minutes, I've got the first of 2 radio interviews going on today. Mr. Tyson Pryor is going to call in at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. He is from Canada. We're going to talk to him and see what he's got going on in the world of country music and where he wants to go with it. Then we're going to talk to Alisa Starr from Minnesota. She's going to be calling in at 9:30 a.m. Central Time this morning. 2 great interviews for the price of none. There you go. Free radio on the air right now. We are on the air on Spreaker.com. Search Indie Country Radio. You can find us on the homepage of our website, IndieCountryRadio.net. And just scroll down a little bit and you'll see all kinds of different ways to tune into this radio station. We are all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. This next artist was on Team Blake, NBC's The Voice. She is amazing, got some great original music, and we have it. You can follow her at Mary Sarah Music on the big Twitter machine. This is called Dress Up This Town. From Mary Sarah on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Let's hit the riverside and hear some country music. Heard the band's got fiddle and they ain't afraid to use it. Yeah, we'll shine brighter than those lighters flicker around. They won't forget us like diamonds on denim. Let's dress up this town, have some fun and shut them streets down. While jaws are dropping, we're taking over till the night gets all decked out. And dress up this town. We'll go dancing through a sea of sunburned cowboys. Teach 'em how us cowgirls stomp some boots and make a loud noise. We're gonna steal the show, sing it out like oil. Yeah, we'll upstage 'em in leather and laces. Let's dress up this town and have some fun and shut them streets down. While jaws are dropping, we're taking over till the night gets all decked out. And dress up this We got the free and the breeze going on, yeah. Let's catch it all while we're wild and we're young. I love my country fans and a sing-along song. Let's catch it all while we're wild and we're young. Let's dress up this town and have some fun and shut them streets down. While jaws are dropping, taking over till the night gets all decked out. We're gonna dress up this town and have some fun and shut them streets down. While jaws are dropping, taking over till the night gets all decked out. Dress up this town. Dress up this
Tim in the morning. What does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along.
The guy's awesome.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
3, 2, 1.
Drop it.
Your station for new country now.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Today's country.
Pretty wild.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Tulsa, burning every heart she leaves behind. Say you can't tame a cowgirl, fueled by the need to chase the ride. But this boy from Oklahoma might just change the mind of a Texas wildfire. One day she'll settle down for me. Yeah, she's the raging desire that brings me to my knees. I keep her grounded, she takes me higher. Oh, she's my Texas wildfire. Is she passing through for one night? Or am I sheltered from the rain? When her walls come down with whiskey, do I have enough for her to stay? Say you can't tame a cowgirl, fueled by the need to chase the ride. But this boy from Oklahoma might just change the mind of a Texas wildfire. One day she'll settle down for me. Yeah, she's the raging desire that brings me to my knees. If she's smothered with affection, you risk changing the direction of a Texas wildfire. One day she'll settle down for me. Yeah, she's a raging desire that brings me to my knees. I keep her grounded, she takes me higher. Oh, she's my Texas wildfire.
There's another Brent we like around here. His name is Brent Giddens. He is from the state of Oklahoma. Brent Giddens is where you can find him on Twitter. That is his latest single called Texas Wildfire. Brent is a teacher. He is a ball coach. He is a country music artist. We have seen him perform a couple of times. He's got a full band and puts on a full great show as well. Go see Mr. Brent Giddens, ladies and gentlemen. Go see this next young lady as well, and if you're at a radio station, she'll come to you. She's been touring quite a few radio stations here of late. She is Miss Courtney Dickinson. Her latest single is called Freedom. Right now on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
The car is ready to run. My heart is ready to drive. And goodbye ain't waiting for me on the other side of the door anymore. I'll take the two-lane blacktop winding road to the interstate, wherever it may go. Keep your roll to your shirt and your box up
Music on the radio.
Get her done.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
All the boats I've missed, all the hell I've caused, all the lips I've kissed, all the love I've lost. I got kicked around, I've been black and blue, on my way to you. All the stars I've seen, all the songs I've sung, all the beers I've drank, all the damage done. I was just passing time, kinda just passing through, on my way to you. Every curve, every ditch, every turn, every bridge I left behind me up in smoke, every fork in the road. It was all worth a while when I finally saw you smile. Every highway, every heartbreak, every mountain, every mile. I got the radio up, the sun is going down. I'll take a left at the bank, and I'll head straight through town. So baby, put on that dress, little sweet perfume, 'cause I'm on my way to you. Every turn, every bridge I left behind me up in smoke, every fork in the road. It was all worth a while when I finally saw you smile. Every highway, every heartbreak, every mountain, every mile. All the boats I've missed, all the hell I've caused, all the lips I've kissed, all the love I've lost. I thank God for that. I guess He always knew I was on my way to you. On my way to you. On my way to you.
Sold out NRG Stadium in Houston last year as an independent artist, got his big record deal break, and he is well on his way. That song being blasted all over radio, On My Way to You, with Mr. Cody Johnson. Well, we have Tyson Pryor from Canada live with us today on the phone. How are you today?
I'm doing real good, Tim, real good. Just happy to be here with you.
Hey, it's great to have you on the radio today, and what a great way to end the week. I did a great show Wednesday, The New Women of Country. We played all females, but today we got a good mix of male and female. I'm going to interview you as a male artist, and later on Alisa Starr as a female artist, so we got it going on today, too.
You're repping it all over.
That's right. Now, talk about country music in Canada a little bit. You know, we talked a couple of days ago and actually did a video chat, and that was awesome getting to see you and your little family there. And that little girl of yours is cute. Boy, she jumped right up in front of the camera. She's not shy at all.
She's a star for sure.
Yep.
But the country music scene around here is just real deep, and it goes back to really like traditional stuff around here too. A lot of people are really into the older way of doing it. A lot of pedal steel, a lot of really overly authentic people. you see, people live country here, right? I mean, you wake up, your truck won't start, you're froze to death, you can't do your work because your hands won't move. It's just part of life. And especially where I'm from here in Alberta. Well, I'm from Newfoundland, actually, but I'm living in Alberta, and it's work all the time, you know, in the field, on the tractor, fixing trucks, pumping oil. I mean, it's just... It breathes country music around here, and obviously, I mean, if you were to look at some of the artists we got, it's apparent that that's a fact. I mean,
we talked about that. You know, I told you Canada and Texas, and we just played Texas. Mr. Cody Johnson is the two biggest places we get our music from, and we talked about Cody Prevost, Gord Bamford. You know, you said those guys aren't too far from you, so that's awesome.
Yeah, Gord Bamford is just down the road. Well, he that's where he's from anyway, Lacombe, and I'm in a little town called Rimbey, Alberta. Probably about a half-hour drive from Lacombe, and that's where he cut his teeth. I remember years ago, all of a sudden, we just saw this big tour bus with his face painted on the side, and we had never seen anything like that before. It was like, wow, I guess this guy must have made it or something. And, and Cody, I believe he's from Saskatchewan, also a very good guy. I've seen you play Jason Blaine on your show.
Got him loaded today.
Hero. That man is fire on the guitar. I'm telling you right now, he can pick. He can really pick.
Yeah, I've got that video to Countryside on our TV channel, and he's playing the guitar in that, and I'm sure he's not faking it.
No, he's not George Strait. I mean, all my love to George Strait, one of my true heroes. But we all know how he used that guitar, and Jason can't do that. He can't afford to do that. He don't have that star power.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to play some of your music here today in the interview, but I want to talk about, you know, you've told us your love of country music. What made you want to be in that realm of country music and start making records?
Well, I think it's probably the same thing, the same stories a lot of people got, you know, in the car with my mama. Tyson, sing that song. Don't we all have the right to be wrong now and then? You know, and then over and over, and you listen to all these records, and all she really listened to was like Conway Twitty and Merle, George Jones, and I didn't even pretend not to like it. I mean, that was maybe like before country was cool, as they say, which to me it never was. I mean, country was always cool, but I listened to those records with my mom all the time, and I just got onto it. I mean, obviously, I played some rock and roll and some alternative music in my teens, and then through college, and I moved away, and I played several bands. And then all of a sudden, everybody was like, you know, I like you on that country music. And every song that I wrote sounded like a country song. So it was just an inevitability. I mean, it all added up, and 2 and 2 became 4, and next thing you know, I was signed with Velocian Records out of Saskatoon. Now they're an indie, small outfit, but they do look after me and do provide me the opportunity to record my songs, which is a beautiful thing. And they're all country.
That's awesome, and a big shout out to them. I was going to ask you where you record at, so that's good stuff. Now, you met I'll say a young lady. We call her Mom around here, our station mom from Indianapolis, Indiana, and she turned you on to me. And boy, she knows good country music when she hears it, and she loves the indie country music. Miss Lula Bradbury, and that's kind of how we hooked up. So a big shout out to her too.
Absolutely. Love Lula. What a sweet, sweet lady. I mean, I was doing a live feed for the Rebel Revolver page there. My buddy Steve Hickman and this lady Sandra De La Parra, they run that page, and they're just great people. And Steve Hickman, a great artist in his own right. Big shout out to Steve. I'm telling you, that guy, real ticket.
I tell you what, and I see the stuff he puts on Facebook. That dude is a hard worker too, electrician and all that kind of stuff. And you know, and the voice he's got for country music. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We need to get him out of that field and get him into the studio and get him that record deal. Man, he has got the voice for it for sure.
He's got a boomer.
Yep, he is awesome, and I've got him loaded up in the library today. His song "Long Shot" is a hit, and I just love it. Good stuff. I didn't know you knew him, so that's awesome.
Oh, Steve and I are great friends, actually. Steve and I are great friends. Talk pretty much daily, so.
That is awesome, man, because I see a lot of that stuff they post. We love Sandra and Steve both, too. That's good stuff. Now, tell me about writing songs. You said you've written a lot of stuff. I've got 3 of your songs in the library. Is this part of an EP? Do you have a full album out, or what do you got going on?
Yeah, I got a 5-song EP that was released in 2017 called "The Homesick." It was a little record I wrote about some people that I hadn't seen. The green grass of home, mama. Mm-hmm. A few common themes in country music. I didn't have the time to invest in an LP, and I mean, obviously, that was my first project for Velocian Studios. So they wanted to do more of a test run, but it is available on Spotify and Apple iTunes. And if you go to Velocian.com or Facebook /Velocian Studios, you can find my EP there on CD, and you can also pick up T-shirts there. I'm not sure anyone's ever bought a Tyson Pryor T-shirt before.
Well, we need to fix that. All right, we need to sell some merchandise. And
that's right. That's where all the money is.
One thing, and we say it all the time on the radio station, we use Twitter like crazy. I mean, I tweet to the artists live while they're on the air. I'll probably have a hard time doing you today because I'm holding the phone, holding the mouse, and got a lot of stuff going on. But, you got a Twitter account. It's at Tyson Pryor. So, man, start blowing your stuff up on there. We'll like it and retweet it on the radio station and on my personal account. Include us in the tweet, and we'd be glad to do that stuff for you, too.
Actually, Tim, just a moderate correction there. It's at Tyson Pryor Music, I do believe.
There you go. Throw the music in there. Got to have that.
I'm kind of a rookie on Twitter. I don't even really understand what's going on. Or I think I retweeted something of Steve's yesterday. I thought it was current, I believe. Then I looked at it again, and it was from November. So, yeah I'm a total Twitter twit.
Well, you've seen the stuff I put on there. I love comedy. That's my second thing, radio and comedy. And I put a lot of funny jokes on there. Some of them I write, some of them I rearrange a little bit, to make them fit my personality and my style. But, that ends up on Twitter, too. So, got to make somebody's day a little bit better.
I love that stuff, honestly. I love your jokes, honestly. I believe I've told everybody on Earth that one. I came home and there were 2 gents stealing my gate, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want them to take offense. Geez, that just kills me. I don't know. That just kills me. And of course, I'm a dad of 4 daughters, so I'm allowed to rip dad jokes all day long. Nobody can say nothing about it.
Oh man,
I got the pedigree for it. But you got a big bank of material, and I follow you all the time on Facebook, and I'm cutting up. I show my wife 20 times a day. She's looking at me like, "That's nice, honey."
You wouldn't believe the personal messages I've been getting on that, and just how people have had situations in their life, and not good situations, that those are just making somebody's day a whole lot better. And man, that really touches me, and I appreciate that. But the reason I do this radio show, and I'm going to be on the air for 3 hours today, just like I was Wednesday, is because the music that you make, Tyson, and artists like you, and the ones that you're associated with in my playlist today, make somebody's day a whole lot better. It's so therapeutic, isn't it?
Well, that's what it's for. I mean, it's therapeutic to write it. It's therapeutic to perform it. Absolutely an accomplishment to record it, and then to know that somebody is listening to it and enjoying it and getting that same sort of therapeutic effect from it is just it's unbelievable. It's surreal in a way. I mean, I get people from Scotland, "Hey, I'm listening to your album," and I'm like, "No, you're not." Oh my God, and then all the hair on the back of your head stands up, and that's the only place I have hair is the back of my head.
Yeah. Well, you're still a young man, and you got 4 kids already, and you're a hard worker. You're very busy, and man, I sure admire the indie artist in doing those things on the side until you get that big break maybe, and you can do music full time. There would be nothing better, I know, because that's the dream that you have. But let me ask you this now: as an artist and as a male artist, is there somebody either living or past that inspires you in country music so much that you wanted to go out and make it your own too? Who would a couple of names be?
Well, definitely the Possum, just because of his sound. Definitely because of his sound. If I was to look at musicality, I would say Levon Helm is a huge inspiration, especially as a blue-collar man. I was kind of intrigued by the idea that the rest of the band, as it were, went to back up Dylan on that electric tour, I believe, of Europe in '66, and Levon was like, nope, I'm going to go work an oil rig because I want to do my music. Now, to me, that was a great deal of integrity and a tough dude. I mean, you're going to go out and work the oil rigs instead of go and play with Bob Dylan. I mean, that speaks volumes of your character. Now, whether it's foolish or not, that's up for debate. I mean, I love Bob Dylan also.
Yeah.
But a man like that, see him and the country music that he made later in his career, just indicative of that. It's all tales of where he grew up and how he lived. And when I see people like that making music like that, it inspires me. It makes me understand that there is an audience or people who want to hear music from where you came from and what you're doing. That's the thing about country music. It's almost like a narrative of your life. You know, you don't have to mine for material. I mean, you can. Certainly you can get inspiration from other places, but you can write your life. And people will listen to it. But I mean, then again, I said, like say the Possum, just because of that sound. I mean, that guy was, in my opinion, the best singer ever, and lived a really sad life, and just always seemed to have happiness through his music. So, again, true inspiration from that. But I think that's my biggest inspiration would be Mr. Levon Helm and George Jones.
Yeah, well, man, that's good stuff right there. And I'll tell you what, you know, we never talked about this, but when I started DJing back in the 80s, I went to broadcasting school when I lived in San Diego, California. I was playing 80s music in the show that I did at the broadcasting school that we did for practice. And then when I first started on this format called Spreaker, I had a show called The Big 80s. And I just loved that decade of music, man. That was some awesome stuff. But then I got married to a gal in 1990 that lived in Oklahoma, and we spent 20 years there, where Blake Shelton was from, Ada, Oklahoma. And that got me into country music. And in the 90s, when Toby Keith was coming up, Vince Gill, Alan Jackson, some of those great people, you know, and some of them from Oklahoma, Garth Brooks, another one. That just did it for me, man. Country was the way to go in radio, and I've just been doing it ever since.
It's just a pleasure to listen to country music, in my opinion. And
yeah.
It's always somebody speaking their truth, you know? That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
Something very endearing about something so truthful, you know?
Tell some of the greatest stories, you know, they're real stories about people's lives and, you know, or just life experiences that you've got going on. And as a young man like yourself, like I said, you're not an old man by any means. You've got a lot of life experiences in having 4 kids and just the country surroundings that you have there in Canada, like you've talked about in the rural areas. That's neat stuff, man. Well, I want to play this song "Peace of Mind." Then we're going to come back, talk a little bit more, play another one, and we're going to let you go because I know you got to get to work today and do a lot of stuff there. So let's get some radio airtime on "Peace of Mind" right now on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best with Tyson Pryor.
Peace of mind.
That is called Peace of Mind. His name is Tyson Pryor here on Indie Country Radio, KICR. We are live from Branson, Missouri. He's live from Canada. We both got cold weather outside. We're nice and warm inside talking on the radio today. But you probably got to get out in it here in a little bit too, huh?
Oh, yeah. I got to leave pretty much as soon as we're done this interview. I'm going to be hopping in the truck and heading to the shop.
What's your current temperature outdoors?
I believe it's something like minus 23 or 24 Celsius, whatever that figures out into Fahrenheit. I'm not 100% sure because we don't talk in that language.
Yeah. Well, that's dirty language anytime it starts with minus.
Well, it's kind of like it's almost summer out there now because we've been dealing with minus 35 to 40 and upwards to 50 with the wind chill. So it's almost like a break from it. I unlocked the gates at work the other day, just padlocks on a chain link fence, and I couldn't feel my fingers for about 10 minutes after that.
Yep.
I felt like that was maybe a big mistake. I should have probably put my gloves on first, but I digress. Hindsight is 50-50.
Yeah, that actually happened to me a week ago too. I went to my job that I do for a living, and I couldn't get the padlock off the gate either. I did finally. I had a little trouble though because it had froze shut, from some freezing rain that we had, and it's starting to do that right now. Actually, my wife just opened the door and she said it's starting to sleet here, so gonna be a fun day, that's for sure.
Well, you drive safe wherever you're going. There's nothing worse than that freezing rain.
Yeah, we definitely will. I'll tell you what, she's got a 4-wheel drive vehicle that I may have to borrow today, but on ice it don't matter, does it?
No, ice don't discriminate.
That's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing the country music that you make is so hot because that'll definitely do it, and it'll melt the hearts of people too, that is for sure. So congratulations on what you got going on. And you kind of mentioned earlier of where they can find some of your music. Are you going to be doing a website or anything like that in the near future?
I basically leave that to my little indie label there. If they come up with one, probably. But I got so many other irons in the fire. Like you said, I got 4 daughters, and I'm working all the time, fixing trucks and shaking hands and all this sort of stuff. So I pretty much got my hands tied. Admittedly, I haven't picked up my guitar all week, which is a crying shame.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to do things like web design. It's hard for me to do promo. A lot of times I run a show and just hope and pray that people will show up, and so far I've been lucky. But around here, I guess I have kind of a following because I've got to do some bigger shows. Like when Rodney Crowell came through town, I opened up for him, so that was that gained me some fans and got me on a little bit bigger of a stage and got me in a bit higher demand, so I can, I guess, get away with a lack of promo. But I sure wish I had more time and energy to invest in it. But
well, I'm the same.
It is what it is.
I'm the same way with radio. I work 5-6 days a week. They're 11, 12-hour days, and I work nights. Actually, you know that because you called me up the other night when I was there. And we had a good little chat, but, radio time has gotten real light for me, too. I do this because I love it, and I love to get on here and talk to folks and play their music, and we have about a 1,500 song rotation. This is no Top 40 channel, so I want to apologize for not playing you as much as I would love to, and man, by you hitting me up and reminded me that you're out there, that's what we need, actually, and especially before I'm getting ready to do a show, is to make sure that I play the ones that are really, are supporting this radio station, and you're definitely doing that, and by support, I mean just by tuning in, by bringing your fan base, those listeners. We're not about the money and the marketing, nothing like that. I've been doing this for 6 years. I figured out there's no money in internet radio. I'm not about that. We're about good music, and you guys make some of the best music I've ever heard, and it sure beats listening to the same artist, same song every 30 minutes on FM mainstream radio, that's for sure. So
I got to tell you, it's not about the promo side of things for me. I hit you up just because I think you're an awesome guy. I'm like, this guy's funny. I need to be part of his life. I need to talk to this guy. This guy is awesome. That's why I hit you up all the time, just because I don't know, man. You brighten my day. You make me happy. So you're the kind of people I need to surround myself with. If I could be bothered, maybe to hit other radio personalities or people who might be able to help me out, I might be doing a little bit better, but
Well, I'll tell you
know,
what.
You said you got a big rotation. You don't play me as much as you wish. You do. You play me lots, and I'm very, very thankful for it. God bless you for that. And again, a big shout out to Lula for leading me to you. And I do appreciate everything you do for me in that regard. You're certainly a great support of what I do, and I appreciate it knowing, man. I really do.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've done a ton of these interviews. This is going to be a memorable one because we have that relationship, and I love that, you know. That's why we do this, you know, because we get to say we knew that person, and we talked to them way back when, before they got famous. If you ever get there and you know, just you're well on your way, man, you got some good music, that's going to take you far because it's about good music. That's what we're all about. And as far as getting with other radio stations and DJs, we've got over 20 of them. You can check them out on our website, IndieCountryRadio.net. Just check out our partner stations tab and hit up some of those folks. If I have time, I'll hook you up with a few of them too. But you're getting blasted out there. We're on the only FM station in Luxembourg now. That's a small country, but they started an FM station, and they're playing every one of our shows over there to 20,000 listeners. So.
Oh, howdy, everybody in Luxembourg.
There you go. Yep, Frank's Country Radio Gilsdorf is the station, 94.7 on the FM dial over there. And we've just got a ton of other radio stations. Rob Charles has got most of them, but, you know, you're going to be on KUHS Denver and all of those that I'm syndicated with as well. So we're glad to do that for you and get your music out there is what we're all about.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome. Man, this has been a fun interview. Don't work too hard today. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, and hit me up some more anytime you want to hit me up. I'll tell you my schedule. I start tomorrow night, and I'll be at work, and, you know, I've got time. I don't do that much anymore. I got free of the mental stress of work, too, and the physical, too, so...
Well, good for you. And I just if I could interject for 1 second, just like to give a big shout out to my eldest daughter Emily. Today it is her birthday. She's turning the big 10, 10 years old today. So 10 years ago today, I was having a life-changing experience, and she certainly has made my life a lot better. So I just want to shout that out if I could.
That is
my
awesome.
Daughter Emily, I love you, Emily.
You betcha. Happy birthday, Emily, and we'll definitely wish you a happy birthday and many, many, many more. She's just getting started in life, isn't she? 10 years old. That's awesome.
Oh, she got at least another 80 or 90 in her, I'm hoping.
Yep. Well, ask you about that, too. You know, the family support, that's your main thing, man, when you're trying to do this. And if you're trying to break away from your current job and get out on the road, you need that family support behind you. And she's probably going to be one of those, maybe when she grows up, she wants to be a country singer just like Dad.
Everybody says I'm growing my own little band here,
there
so
you
we'll
go.
see how it works out. Right now they got the little pink Stratocasters, and they pluck away at it.
Yeah.
But Emily's quite a harmonica player, actually. So
oh, awesome!
We'll see how it all turns out. I think that little Livia that you saw on FaceTime there the other night is probably going to be the lead singer because she's quite the ham. She can never get enough of the
I
camera.
was going to say, she's got the stage presence, that little girl. Yeah.
Look at me. Can you see me now?
That's right.
Can you see me now? Oh, man, that was funny.
Well, you got a good-looking family, and we're glad to know you. And like I say, we're glad to have this relationship, and the music just makes it that much better. Well, you got to do the title of this next song. You got to go out and earn another day, another buck is the title of this song.
It's all about living it, brother. It's all about living it.
We're going to play that on the way out, and we want to thank you for doing the interview today. Hit me up anytime, and let's do this again.
God bless you for having me.
You got it, Mr. Tyson Pryor. Another day, another buck. KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Well, I walked in just 18 to say the least. I was green and I asked him for a job and he told me no. I said, why not? What you got? You know, I stay cool even when it's hot. You can try real hard, but you ain't gonna wear me down. He said, wait right there a minute or two. I just might have a job for you. And he scratched his head and he handed me a broom. I said, that ain't what I had in mind, but I need a job, so I give it a try. I said, when can you start? And I went and said, soon. Another day and another buck, trying to live the dream. If you feel down on your luck, take a look at me. time to leave the working world behind. I said, take this job, I don't need it much anymore. I'm gonna be a guitar man singing in the promised land, and I get some front row tickets just for you. He said, what are you saying? You just quit? Tell me just the meaning of it. I thought that you were loving what you do. I said, what I love is a pick and sing, and when I'm on stage, I'm the fucking king, and that's a feeling I might never get from you. Another day and another bug, trying to live the dream. If you feel down on your luck, take a look at me. Changes you can see. I tried real hard, I'm still pushing that old broom. But one of these days I can guarantee I'll be part of your society. I just hope it's before they lay me in my tomb. Another day and another bug, trying to live the dream. If you feel down on your luck, take a look at me.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Baby, this town built you and me. We wrote our names in the wet concrete. We get caught up in the same routines. Need an escape from reality. There's a getaway car in the driveway parked. Let's hit the road and let the engine spark. We'll be singing out loud to the Rolling Stones, making up the lives that we don't know. I'll ride shotgun, baby, take the lead.
Her name is Leah Turner, Leah Turner Music, if you want to find her on that big Twitter machine. And a great tune called Take the Keys right there. She had a great run on mainstream radio with that a few years ago. She is now an independent artist. She's got a brand new single called Sleep You Off that I played Wednesday in the new Women of Country show. If you haven't heard that show, you got to tune in, man. It's still available on our Spreaker account, Spreaker.com. Search Indie Country Radio. And it's going to air this Monday at 11 a.m. Central, 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. rather, Mountain Standard Time on KUHS Denver, KUHSdenver.com. I want to thank my good friend Mr. Henry Archuleta for giving us airtime on Mondays. So check out the new Women of Country show this Monday, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, KUHSdenver.com. Going to be a great, great time there as well. Well, we had a great time talking to Tyson Pryor. Tyson Pryor Music is where you can find him on Twitter. Go give him a follow. He is awesome, great Canadian artist, and we'll be talking again to him one of these days real soon, I can guarantee you. We're going to be talking to Alisa Starr coming up here in about 25 minutes or so stay tuned for that. You'll enjoy her music and her story as well. Miss Tammany is up next. She has the ISSA, the International Singer-Songwriter Association. They're having a great award show coming up this October. Hopefully some of you guys that I play are going to that, and some of the artists that we know are definitely going to that. They're nominated for a lot of awards, so congratulations to everybody on that. That is awesome stuff. Tammany can be found at Tammany Dove on the big Twitter machine. This is called No Stopping Me Now. Boy, isn't that the truth? I'm just getting started on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's back.
This is my life. I have to shape it, or somebody else will. It just won't seem right to let others choose my way. Gonna dig a little deeper and reach for the stars just like I want to. There's no stopping me now. I'm on my way. Since I know I can't fade, then I guess I can have my say. Never gonna give up, never gonna give in. This time I'm here to win. I'm not walking away. There's no stopping me now. Gonna live loud, laugh loud, play loud, be who I want to be. Gonna live hard, laugh hard, play hard, take in the scenery. Gonna breathe in, hold on, stay strong, and remember what matters. There's no stopping me now. I'm on my way. Since I know I can't fade, I guess I can have my say. Never gonna give up, never gonna give in. This time I'm here to win. I'm not walking away. There's no stopping me now. Didn't come this far just to play along with fools. Time to rewrite the rules. There's no stopping me now. I'm on my way. Yes, I can have my say. Never gonna give up, never gonna give in. This time I'm here to win. I'm not walking
Introducing the music of Billy James Brady. He performs fun songs like Beer Don't Float.
The only thing we gotta worry about today is the beer don't float.
And Talking Trash with Johnny Cash.
I wish I could sit and talk some trash with Johnny Cash. They wear their
And he makes serious songs like American Heroes, a great tribute to our active military and veterans.
serve their country, still wear their uniform proud. It wasn't for them.
Billy James Brady's music can be purchased on CD Baby or on his website, BillyJamesBrady.com.
They're American heroes. True American heroes. Coming up, more new country music than you can shake a mouse at. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
What's a pretty boy like you doing all alone? Who's that burning up your phone? Is someone calling you home? Well, there's nothing in your glass. Is it too much for me to ask? But do ya wanna dance? You can spin me around hand in hand, dip me down and back up again, singing every song along with the country band. You can hold me close, look me in the eyes, show me you're not like the other guys, or we could just sit here and I'll buy you a beer. What's a guy like you doing here? He said there's no one calling me home, my ex won't leave me alone. Yeah, I wanna dance. And it's funny, I was thinking the same. What's a girl like you doing here anyway? So would you take my hand? He said I'm gonna spin you around hand in hand, I'll dip you down and back up again, singing every song along with the country band. I'm gonna hold you close, look you in the eyes, show you I'm not like the other guys, and we can sit right here and I'll buy you a beer. What's a girl like you doing here? Doing here? Yeah. No bar, an empty glass, two hearts, one chance. And he spun me around hand in hand, did me down and back up again. I sang every song along with the country band. He held me close, looked me in the eyes, showed me he's not like the other guys, and then we sat right here and we had a couple beers. That's what we were doing here. That's what we were doing here. What we were doing here.
That is the brand new single from Alisa, another great Canadian artist for you, ladies and gentlemen. That is called Doing Here. I like what we're doing here, playing the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio. We do play new country's best, there is no doubt about it. Well, I played this next artist on the New Women of Country show last Wednesday as well, but she is by no means new to the country music scene. She charted 9 #1 records with her old record label Curb Records. She has a very distinct voice. You'll know as soon as I hit the play button who she is. But she has a brand new independent record label. She is an independent artist. So go find Dreambound Records. Follow them on Facebook and Twitter, and you will be associated with the one and the only Miss Jody Messina. That's who we're talking about. She's got a brand new album called Me. She is on the Me Tour right now. Here's the title track called Me, right here from Jody Messina on Today's Country from Indie Country Radio, KICR, live in Branson, Missouri, with Alisa Starr coming up soon.
I'm somebody's daughter, somebody's friend, a shoulder to lean on, no matter when. I'm somebody's teacher when they don't understand, got a seat in the bleachers, I'm the world's biggest fan. Oh, well, I wish I was half the woman I've gotta be. I wish I had all the answers right in front of me. I'm everything to everyone, and I'm scared as I can be. 'Cause when I look into the mirror, all I see is me. I'm somebody's sweetheart, somebody's girl, someone's direction to find their way in this world. And I've got to be perfect, even when I feel bad. I've got to keep giving when I gave all I had. Oh, well, I wish I was half the woman I've gotta be. I wish I had all the answers right in front of me. I'm everything to everyone, and I'm scared as I can be. 'Cause when I look into the mirror, all I see is me. When I feel uncertain, I'm on my knees to pray. I know that it's all worth it, but at the end of the day, I wish I was half the woman I've gotta be. I wish I had all the answers right in front of me. I'm everything to everyone, and I'm scared as I can be. 'Cause when I look into the mirror, all I see is somebody's daughter, somebody's girl, someone's direction to find their way in this world.
Today's Country.
You might be everything that I need, but you gotta come talk to me, talk to me. Today's Country.
Girl, let me show you what he's giving you ain't real. I want you to know so bad how good love feels.
We got the hits. All the hits. Today's Country.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Well, I stopped off at Shooter's to wind down on my way home. I told the barkeep right up front that I can't stay too long. In fact, I'll be surprised if I have more than one Bud Light. Right. It was the bottom of the ninth when she came walking in. Her face was about a 2.5, but her body was a 10. I said, "You're the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Right. Wrong place, wrong time. Tempting fruit is best left on the vine. Eve told Adam it won't hurt to take just one little bite. Right. Well, she sat right down beside me. She said, honey, my name's Kim. She was showing off enough cleavage you could lose a Buick in. I said, you come here often? She said, I've never been in a bar before tonight. Right. Well, she ordered us some Jaeger bombs and started rubbing on my leg. When this biker dude came through the door, she said, hey, look, it's Greg. She said, yeah, he's my boyfriend, but he's not the jealous type. Right. Wrong place, wrong time. Tempting fruit is best left on the vine. Eve told Adam it won't hurt to take just one little bite. The size of grapefruits, he looked like he was pissed. He came walking over, yelling at her, who the hell is this? I ducked in time to miss the left. Guess what? Caught me in the eye. Right. Correct. Right.
Gary West at Gary West Music on the Big Twitter Machine, Facebook as well. Give him a like and a follow. He is awesome. That is a great tune called Right, and that is a fun little song right there. He is on the For the Love of Cash tour. Great tribute show to Mr. Johnny Cash. He does him proud. I'll tell you what, check out Ring of Fire. Video to it is on Indie Country Television on our website, indiecountryradio.net. You just listen to the song, you'll think it's Johnny Cash singing right there, absolutely. Mr. Gary West is from Minnesota too, by the way, and also from Minnesota we're going to have live Miss Alisa Starr coming up here soon, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you're just now getting tuned in, get on your social media pages, tell everybody KICR Indie Country Radio is live on the air right now. Spreaker.com is the easiest way to find us. Search Indie Country Radio up in that little gray box at the top, and you'll see Today's Country with Tim Kelly live on the air right now. We talked about this gentleman in our first interview with Mr. Tyson Pryor. His name is Steve Hickman. Good friends, all of us are, that is for sure. Small world in Indie Country Radio, internet radio, that is for sure. Steve Hickstick, if you want to follow him on Twitter, he is Steve Hickman. This is called Long Shot. Let's take one right now on Today's Country. KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on a finally Friday.
Underdog at the back of the pack, that's just how I roll. I've been a long shot all my life, yeah, it's all I know. Well, you can't stop my will to win, it's bellowing from my soul. Well, I ain't got nothing left to lose, I'm all in, here I go. Well, you can bet on me, I won't let you down. Yeah, you can take it to the bank, I won't quit till I'm crowned. Yeah, I'm a long shot, and you best not count me out. 'Cause this fire in my belly could burn this whole place down. Lo and behold, I've been down at the bottom. I couldn't see to the top. No, not a soul around to hear me. No one with a rope to drop. I stood there on my feet and screamed, God, why have you left me to die? He said, son, it was you that walked away. I've never left your side. Well, you can bet on me, I won't let you down. Yeah, you can take it to the bank, I won't quit till I'm crowned. Yeah, I'm the long shot, and you best not count me out. 'Cause this fire in my belly is gonna burn this whole place down. You can't put this fire out, it stays hungry. Yeah, it's fueled by the thought, the doubt, I gotta say it bluntly. Yeah, I'm the long shot. Alright.
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
I wanna say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong. I want someone to steal my heart just like my favorite song. I've had enough of not enough and close but not quite. I think I'm finally ready for some love gone right. I don't want the top down, messing my hair on the back of a bike, just praying I'll get there. Got a closet full of clothes that I'll never wear. A 2-day love affair. I want a soul-to-soul connection, a genuine affection, a perfect imperfection. I want to say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong. I want someone to steal my heart just like my favorite song. I've had enough of not enough and close but not quite. I think I'm finally ready for some love gone right. Give me some Tex-Mex and a wish on a star, a slow dance in a corner bar, then take me for a ride in your beat-up car and kiss me sweet in the dark. I want a soul-to-soul connection, a genuine affection, a perfect imperfection. I want to say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong.
her name is Alisa Leshico. There you go, great Canadian artist, and we're giving Canada lots of love because we interviewed Mr. Tyson Pryor from Canada here just a little bit ago. But I tell you what, I got another interview lined up today, and we are talking to Alisa Starr from Minnesota. How are ya?
Hey, good morning. I am great. I bet it's a lot colder here, though.
Oh, I'm sure. You know, in the summertime, I say it's so hot here, we drink mini sodas, but it is not summertime, that's for sure. We're under a winter weather advisory. I'm in Branson, Missouri, and we're getting sleet and snow and all that good stuff today.
It's been a winter from heck, hasn't it?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. It's coming right down the pike. I think you're sending it to me.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I'll let it go this time. Man, it's great to talk to you in person. We've been talking back and forth on Twitter, as I call it, the big Twitter machine, because we use it religiously on this radio station. But it is nice to talk to you. And we were looking at your stuff here just recently. I was telling you off the air, my girl Lisa Swift, my promoter, that helps me get this radio show out there, heard your music, and she's like, what do you think of this? And I heard the first song, Hurricane, and I was like, okay, let's get her.
Oh, that's so, you guys are so sweet. That's so great. You know, and any country artist, especially independent artists, the love that radio stations give is huge. So thank you so much for spinning my track.
Absolutely, we love doing it, and you know, I'm in my 6th year of doing this, and we get a lot of radio stations on board, and we've got over 20 now syndicated worldwide that are going to be spinning your music every time we hit the play button. They're doing it too, so that's good stuff.
That is amazing news. Thank you.
And I played you Wednesday. I did this show called The New Women of Country because we've been seeing a lot of posts, and I'm sure you'll agree with this, that women in country music do not get a lot of radio airplay or enough radio airplay. And some stations, even I've seen program directors say, I want them put in 20% of the rotation and different things like that. That dude ought to be fired, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah. So
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And you know, in the Grammys, I didn't get a chance to watch it Sunday because I was working, doing my paying gig. I work night security, you know, 6-7 nights a week sometimes. But I didn't get to watch the Grammys. But I have seen a lot of posts where Casey Musgraves took home a couple, and she got Album of the Year, and they say she's still not getting enough radio airplay, and I agree.
It's so true. She took home, I believe, the most awards, and I do not. I have my radio on constantly, and I do not hear her played that often. So I hope that changes because it is. I mean, there are a ton of amazing female artists that are working their butts off and writing amazing songs. And you're right. I think they do need to get, played quite a bit more. Yeah.
Well, you're one of those amazing artists. I'll tell you, I've been doing this for about 6 years, like I said, and I know in about 30 seconds if a song is good enough to put on the radio. And I heard one song of yours, and that was it for me. And every song that we could grab made the cut. You know, we didn't say no to any of them.
Thank you. Oh, that means so much.
Yep.
I do. I mean, my passion is writing. And I spent a ton of time with my producer out of Nashville, who he actually is Joe Nichols' band lead, Brent Rader. So he and I have teamed up. He saw me perform at a gig in Minnesota called Moondance that they performed at. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, we've been teaming up, and he's my producer, but he also helps with, co-writing and things like that. So it's just so nice to have those people that believe in you and push you to what's, to your fullest potential. And I'm so thankful. So thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, I just played another guy from Minnesota. I've interviewed him a couple of times, and you may know of him. His name is Gary West. Gary West Music is where you can find him on Facebook and Twitter. He does a tribute show to Johnny Cash called For the Love of Cash. He is an awesome artist. You guys might could hook up and do a duet or something together. He's been in...
I bet that, and that's what I grew up on. I grew up on the good country classics, Johnny and Waylon and Willie and Loretta. My grandma, she didn't start playing guitar until she was 70 years old.
Wow.
And she recorded an album in her 70s, but she was always listening to that music, so I bet I would love his stuff.
Yeah, Gary West is his name, and I don't know exactly where he's at in Minnesota, but you guys might be really close. You could hook up and collaborate.
That would be great.
Yeah, check him out and tell him I sent you over there.
I sure will.
You bet. Now, how long have you been doing country music? As a little girl, or how long?
Honestly, yes, I have. Well, I've had a love of music ever since I'm not kidding. My parents always say, since you were born. But I've always been singing and always been, things like that. But I would say I was in a cover band for about 4 years before I went solo. And so for about 2009 to 2013, I did a cover band gig, but I love to write. And so I was a lead singer in a cover band, but I really wanted to take my songs that I had written and do things with those, because that's where my true passion lies, is writing. So, teamed up with a bunch of people right out of Nashville right away, and then kind of through the years found out what worked best for me out of Nashville and the people that worked best with my music, and have found a really good groove now. So I would say, yes, since I was a kid, for sure, I loved writing poetry when I was little, so a lot of that stemmed, I think, from that. So, writing, that's kind of where everything stemmed from. But yes, I've just always, it's just burning inside. You know how it is when you have a passion. You've got one.
Yep. I'm doing this. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning to get on the air, and I had the night off before, so I work nights, and I use my free time to do this because I love doing it. And what an opportunity to talk to you. And the reason we do this is because we love the original music, and we think it needs to get out there on the air. It's better than what FM radio's putting out, a lot of it, in my opinion, most of it. And we get to meet the people and say, hey, I knew that person, or I talked to them way back when they were just getting started out. That's why we love doing this.
Well, you do a phenomenal job, and we are so appreciative for everything you do for country music. So thank you.
We are glad to do it. I'll tell you what, it's a lot of work, but it's fun, too, at the same time. Now, speaking of a lot of work, doing what you do is hard work, and if you're not doing music full-time, you probably have a job on the side. We don't need to talk about that necessarily, but, we want to talk about your passion, and you said songwriting is one of the biggest ones, and we love hearing that. Let me ask you this. What is your writing style? Do you wake up like I did this morning at 3 o'clock and have a thought in your head and say, hey, I got to get up and write that down and go back to sleep or finish it later, or how do you do it?
A little bit of everything. I always have a notebook with me wherever I go. And ideas do just spring on at any moment, which is so fun, and you just never know where they're going to go. So yes, I always have, something to write on with me at all times. It might be in the middle of the night. It might be, right in the morning. It just kind of depends. But I actually also, speaking of writing, I wrote a children's book about a year ago. Birdie Takes the Stage is the name of the book, and it talks about a little girl who chases her dreams to singing and, writes Nashville. So that I just love to write. So I think that I'm never going to ever stop writing. It's just part of who I am.
That is awesome. Now, let me ask you this. I know they got a lot of snowstorms, and you may be getting one right now in Minnesota, but the first song I heard, and I'm going to play it here in a little bit, is called Hurricane. Has there been any hurricane warnings, or what made you write that song?
It's so funny you ask. No, luckily we do not get hurricanes in Minnesota.
We don't either. I'm in Branson, Missouri.
That's one of the bad weather things we don't get, so I'm thankful for that. But it is one of those, kind of raw, gritty just songs that, it's talking about never giving up on love, never giving up on, whatever it is that you're so passionate about. So life is a hurricane. It really is, and we just have to brave the storm every day and do the best we can.
Yep, and some things you see, especially if you watch the news and the media, will just absolutely blow you away, too.
Goodness, that's why a lot of times I don't even turn on the news.
Yep.
I'm like, this is too depressing. I like to stay upbeat.
Same here. And I've said this before, no matter what's going on in the world, we're doing a radio show right now. I'm of course, paying attention totally to what we got going on here. It's an escape from all of that, and music is therapeutic, and it makes people's day better, and, man, kudos to you guys for writing some of the best stuff and putting this on the air that we've ever heard.
That is so true. Music really does heal, and it's just one of those things that it's never going away, and so thankful that it was ever created.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let me ask you, as a young gal, when you were getting started out in the world of country music as a female country artist, what would be a couple of names that we would know that would be somebody that inspired you to get started into country music, either living or past? Who would some of those artists be?
Okay, well, I would definitely say Loretta Lynn. I grew up on the classics, so Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, those names for sure ring a bell, just because they are they're such good writers, and they're just so raw and honest. And I got a chance to see Loretta, and she was phenomenal, even in, at her late, she's older now, and she was still phenomenal.
Yeah.
And, nowadays, I would say, when I was in a cover band, I did do a lot of Miranda Lambert. I really was a huge fan of hers, and I just loved her storytelling in each song. Little Big Town, I love their harmonies. They just blow me away every time they perform. So, Joe Nichols has that really good, deep, true country voice that's just good live. And I think when you go out to see a country artist, the greatest thing is the capability of a country artist when you watch them perform live, because they're good when they sound the same as they do on the radio. Yeah,
and that's why people go to shows, isn't it? That's why they go see live shows, to see if they sound like they do on the radio, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And Joe Nichols has a song that you just hear a few licks of it, and Dolly and Loretta and all of them, you just hear a couple of chords, and that song before it even starts singing, before they get started.
Yes, you do.
Broken Heartsville is one of them, man. I'll tell you what, that song is a weird title, and I see a lot of those too. We get some strange titles, and I'm like, well, okay, what's this song going to be about? You listen to it, and you go, whoa, that was good.
So good. Yes, yeah. I mean, and for me to have, that connection, through my producer, who is Joe Nichols', right-hand man. I mean, it's so cool because we can collaborate on so many things. And one day, this is my goal, is I would love to write a song for one of those artists.
There you go.
That's what I would love to do.
Well,
ghostwrite.
Like I was telling you earlier, we use Twitter religiously, and if you want us to tweet to somebody, man, hit me up and tell me that. If there's a song you want to pitch to an artist, we got a big following here, and I'm nobody, I'll tell you that right now, but
yes, you are.
I have 14,000 Twitter followers because of what I do in radio, and they want to follow you and they want to send you a song. I have no problem with that, but we love pitching it to the big names too.
Oh, I would be down with that, Jim. That's for sure.
You betcha. And for your website, if you want us to link you on our website, we will definitely do that too for your songwriting. We work with a lot of songwriters that want to pitch their stuff, and if you want to do that, we have no problem with it. I'll put you on our website too.
Awesome. You guys are the greatest.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
We just love helping the indies, because I truly believe that some of the music that we hear from you guys is better than FM radio's playing, and we have a 1,500 song rotation. This ain't no top 40 station.
That is amazing, and I'll see a tweet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're playing me again. These guys are amazing. Yes.
We give you a lot of love when we first get a brand new artist that we really like, because it just makes our radio station sound better. It ain't my voice that's doing it; it's yours in the melodies and the tunes.
I sure think you've got a good voice, Tim.
Oh, we appreciate it. And it's God-given talent, isn't it? You'll agree with that?
Oh, hands down. I mean, and you can practice and practice and practice to, improve the gifts that God has given you. Absolutely. Nothing you have to do, but there are definitely people that are born that cannot carry a tune, no matter how much they practice.
Yep.
So it's one of those things that I literally was like, okay, this was given to me. I need to, my thought is I want to be able to reach people, help people, heal people, speak to people through my music. If I can do anything, that's what I would absolutely love to be able to do with that God-given talent, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so true.
And we hear a lot of the songs that you were talking about that do not make it on this radio station because the talent, the vocals, the whatever's just not there. A lot of it's not even country that I get, but, 8 out of 10 songs, I'll say, probably don't make it on this radio station. All 4 years that we heard were awesome, and we loaded every one of them. So, that speaks volumes in what you got going on.
Thank you. And I have, new album in the works, and I'm super excited to get that recorded. I'll head back down to Nashville again and spend a week down there probably and do some more recording. But I have a full album on iTunes. It's When Love Collides is the name of the album, and then I actually also have a music video that is on YouTube, and they actually played on Zeus Country TV station too. And that's a song I wrote after my grandma passed away, and that's Enjoy the Ride.
Okay.
So there's a couple other things out there too that people can check out if they're interested as well.
Now that's a fully produced action video that you did?
It sure is.
Would you send me the link to it in a direct message on Twitter, or you can find me on Facebook too? I'll give you that information off the air. And we have a TV station that we started. I call it Indie Country Television. It's basically what I call it is CMT for the Indies, because they had to start somewhere. Back in the day, CMT, and they still do this Top 20 countdown. But these were no-name artists when they got started out,
for sure.
Now they play a lot of the bigger names, after they get those big record deals and stuff. But we play the indies on the videos, too, at Indie Country Television, and I love to add that video to it.
Oh, I would love that. Thank you. Absolutely. I will zip that over to you.
We will do that for you. We appreciate it. Now, speaking of Nashville, we were talking off the air before we got started. I've been there several times. We've won some awards there from the Nashville Universe at the world-famous Wild Horse Saloon. I love that venue. You've been to Nashville several times. I saw pictures, I think, on your Facebook of the Grand Ole Opry in different places, and we've checked those out, too. Isn't that a fun town?
It's amazing, and everybody always asks me. They say, "Alisa, when should we?" They're planning a trip there. When should we go? And I'm like, you can literally go any time of the year, any day of the week, and you can walk into any establishment, and you will hear amazing live music at any time.
Yeah.
And the people there are so friendly and so down to earth and so helpful, and it's amazing. And I've actually been able to perform there a couple times, which has been so fun. BB King's during CMA Fan Fest one year in June. Oh my gosh! And
that's right next to the Wild Horse, just a few doors down.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then of course at Tootsie's, the famous Tootsie's on the corner there.
Yep.
Got to do a little performance at that place too. So it was just, it's just such a welcoming. Oh my gosh! And it's just, you go into the studios there, and the session musicians. They look at your sheet music and they have it memorized within like 10 minutes. It's like, oh my gosh! I worked like a long time writing that song and putting everything together, and you got it down in like 10 minutes. So it's so cool to see the talent and the capabilities of the artists there are amazing.
Well, and it amazes me, and I say it all the time, how you guys can do that from start to finish, wrap this thing up in like Hurricane is 4 minutes and 29 seconds long. Tell the story that you want to tell and inspire somebody in that short amount of time. That is amazing.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I know. Music is just, it's such an amazing thing. It really is.
Absolutely. Now, do you perform a lot of shows up in Minnesota? And I didn't get on a website. I found an article, actually, that I think you were written up in on, let me see what it's called. The MinnesotaCountry.com is the website, and you were written up in there. And that's kind of where I found a little bit of a bio to talk about today.
Oh, sure. I do a lot of more, just smaller acoustic gigs now. I did the whole, bar scene, playing every weekend, every night for quite a few years. But lately, it's more very selective gigs and just really focusing on my writing.
Mm-hmm.
Writing and recording and getting new songs out there and getting new songs, possibly like we talked earlier, to, other artists and things like that. So I've kind of been, I tweaked my focus a little bit this last year in regards to that. So, and it's been so enjoyable.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what I want to do real quick. I want to play Hurricane, then come back, and I'm going to let you pick one of the next ones that I'm going to play. I'm going to play two from you today. I've got 3 more loaded up here. So you just tell me which one off the air that you want me to play next, and we'll do that. We're going to come back and talk to Alisa Starr just a little bit more right here on Today's Country from Indie Country Radio, KICR. We are live from Branson, Missouri and Minnesota.
Drove
within her heart, which only he could feel. He had her love right from the start, and to her he always will. Sometimes life is like a hurricane. You only get one ride on this crazy train. So do what you can to make love right. When it comes to love, don't give up on the fight. When it comes to love, don't give up on the fight. Waited by the window at night, just to see a glimmer of light. For months the tears rolled down her face. It's time to go away from this place. Shot of whiskey and a cigarette. She prayed to God that she'd forget. She said fire would held his face. Hope his memory'd be erased. Sometimes life is like a hurricane. You only get one ride on this crazy train. So do what you can to make love right. When it comes to love, don't give up on the fight. When it comes to love, don't give up on the fight. Special place within her heart, which he used to feel. He had her love right from the start, and again he never will. Sometimes life is like a hurricane. You only get one ride on this crazy train. So do what you can to make love right. When it comes to love, don't give up on the fight. When it comes to love, don't give up on the fight. When it comes to
That is called Hurricane. Her name is Alisa Starr. She is a star, I'm telling you, one in the making for sure. And Alisa Ann Starr is her Twitter account, so be sure to go over there and follow her. And you'll see the show live today on Indie Country Radio. That is a great tune called Hurricane, and we're going to play another one that you picked here in just a little bit. So good job.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Man, we're having a good time. I don't know if this is you don't sound like this is your first ever radio interview, but you probably have done this before, but you keep the conversation going, that's for sure. I appreciate it.
I could say I was maybe a little bit of a talker,
yeah.
but I still am.
Well, we appreciate that, too. Now, we were talking off of the air about family, and you said you have a couple of young daughters, and obviously you probably got a husband at home, and there's nothing like that support group, family support, when you want to do this for a living and be successful as a country music artist, is there?
Oh, my goodness, no, it is vital. I mean, it's if you don't have that backing and if you don't have that support, it's almost impossible to even do when you have a family. So yes, with two little kids and a husband, and that's kind of why I switched, my playing out a lot, playing a lot more gigs and things like that, and kind of tweaked my, just schedule a little bit so I could be now home whenever I want to be and spend more time with the kids and my husband and things like that. So, but yes, you're right. If you don't have that support, you're kind of SOL.
Yeah, that is for sure. And the support that we want you to get is the fan support. Because now if you want to make it big, I mean, the labels are looking at your social media, your Twitter accounts, your Facebook pages, and all that. So be sure to follow us on Twitter, and when we play you, we'll if you like it and retweet it, man, everybody sees that. They don't have to necessarily even be friends with you. They're not on Twitter. They just follow you, but it's going to show up in the Twitter feeds, and they're going to say, who's this Alisa Starr? They're going to hear that music, and they're going to go, oh, wow, where can I get my hands on that? And speaking of that, where can they get their hands on your music should they want to?
Great question. iTunes, I do have a full downloadable album on iTunes, so 8 songs on iTunes. And yes, under Alisa Starr, the album is called When Love Collides.
Okay.
And that's one of the tracks on the album as well, title tracks. And I have a Reverb Nation page that people can check out if they do want to go ahead and just listen to the songs in full length before purchasing or anything like that. And Instagram, I do use Instagram quite a bit for my songwriting. A lot of pictures on there of my family, my kids, and book stuff and things like that, and different events I'm doing. So, yeah, I mean, there's quite a few different options for people to hop on board. The Alisa Starr train, we can call it.
There you go. Man, I'll tell you what, you're driving that train right down to Nashville, man. You're going to make it one of these days. They're going to wake up and go, okay, we need to play her on our radio stations around here and everywhere else. And speaking of radio, when we toured the Grand Ole Opry and the Gaylord, Opry Hotel, there's WSM in there, been there for 90-plus years, and I always get to stand there at that window and through those doors and watch a live show on the air, and boy, there's nothing better than that. And if you ever get to do an interview there, that's going to be great on your resume, that's for sure.
Oh, I have walked by there as well, and that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Let's try to make that happen one of these days. I'll give them a little kick in the rear. I'm friends with some of those folks too, so.
That'd be awesome. I will definitely put that on my bucket list.
Yep, absolutely. Sure. Well, the next song we want to play, and I thank you for doing the interview today. More 30 minutes flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Can I stay on all day?
Yeah. Well, it'll only allow us to do 3 hours, and then it'll cut us off, so we can't do that. But and then I have another gig that I have to do tonight that kind of pays a little better than this. But that's all right. We'll definitely do this again, man. I'd love to speak to you again. We got more songs from you, too. We're just going to play 2 today, but the next song is called Enjoy the Ride, and we were talking earlier, there's a video to this, and I want to put that on our TV channel. I'm sure it's great. Tell me about this song.
So this song was written after one of my most favorite people in the world passed away, my grandma. So she taught me a few life lessons about, enjoying the ride, enjoying every day, never taking anything for granted. And so I wrote this for her and dedicated the song to her. And the video, like we had talked about off air, was shot on the family farm that my grandma and my grandpa, farmed and my dad grew up on. So very sentimental song, has a lot of meaning. But yeah, just really a really heartfelt kind of song that was written right from the heart. So it goes out to you, Grandma.
Fantastic. I'll probably never win a Grammy, but I sure miss my 2 grandmas. That is for sure.
Grandparents are so great, aren't they? I mean,
I lived with mine for a couple of years when I was a young man at 17 until I was about 20 years old, and then I moved to California, and I was telling you that's where I went to broadcasting school. But man, and the home cooking on Sunday after church, man, that's a song right there, I'll tell you.
Nothing better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's been nothing better than talking to you today, and I want to thank you and Tyson Pryor earlier from Canada for doing a couple of great radio interviews. I always look forward to doing these, and this has been one that I'll remember for a while, I'll tell you.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you to everyone at your station. Thanks to everyone that tunes in to your station. You guys are amazing, and you're doing wonderful things for country music. So hats off to you guys. Thank you.
We appreciate it. You got my phone number now. Hit me up anytime, and we will talk again. You get something new you want to promote, let's do it.
Sounds awesome. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Alisa Starr, Alisa Ann Starr, if you want to follow her on Twitter again. This is called Enjoy the Ride. Enjoy the song right now on Indie Country Radio, KICR from Branson, Missouri.
I stare at her picture in black and white. Can't imagine what it was like to walk uphill to school both ways. No shoes on her feet on the coldest of days. I used to think that she never aged until the sun shone on her face. Always thought she'd live forever, but she was cold under some police banner. She taught me to work hard, to hold my head high. Life is so short, enjoy the ride. I believe that in God will get you through. When it comes to love, always be true. Today she turned over her last page. Her name in stone will be engraved. Her childhood was so tough and different than mine. She'd work all day just to earn a dime. She taught me to work hard, to hold my head high. Life is so short, enjoy the ride. I believe that in God will get you through. When it comes to love, always be true. She taught me to work hard, to hold my head high. Life is so short, enjoy the ride. I believe that in God will get you through. When it comes to love, always be true. I stare at her picture in black and white. Can't imagine what it was like.
What a great song that is, and what a great artist she is. Alisa Starr, Alisa Ann Starr. If you want to find her on Twitter, give her a follow today, ladies and gentlemen. Today's the day, man. We had a great radio interview. Love what she's got going on, and we'll be able to check out Enjoy the Ride, the video on Indie Country Television later on. I'm going to get the link to that video, and it's going to be on there as well. We want to congratulate this next gentleman for getting a record deal with Sony. He signed this week, and he is awesome. Well deserved. Been doing this for about 12 years, worked hard at it. We've met a couple of times at the Nashville Universe Awards and seen him perform live. You want to go out and get 90 Proof, his current CD, but he's going to be making some brand new music because that record deal is going to make you put out new music, and he's going to do quite well with that as well. His name is Don Woods. You can find him at Artist Don Woods on the big Twitter machine. This is called Red Car, Green Light on Today's Country, KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Every time I see a red car
I see a red scar, your hair blowing in the wind, leaving me again, breaking my heart. Every time I see a green light, I see green eyes welling up with tears, 'cause time is drawing near to say goodbye. Baby, goodbye. I see a red car, get a green light to go back one more time and relive yesterday, yeah. And right then you're mine again, and that's when I remember you couldn't stay. And then you're gone, and I'm back to letting go, but still holding on. I saw an old friend yesterday. He said he saw you out in L.A. You're on top of the world, yeah, you made it, girl, it's all going your way. But back here in Little Rock, nothing's rolling and I never stop. Driving down your road and wishing you were home, but I know you're not. Baby, I know you're not. I see a red car, get a green light to go back one more time and relive yesterday, yeah. And right then you're mine again, and that's when I remember you couldn't stay. And then you're gone, and I'm back to letting go, but still holding on. I see a red car, get a green light, go back to it one more time and relive yesterday, yeah. And right then you're mine again, and that's when I remember you couldn't stay. And then you're gone, and I'm back to letting go, but still holding on. I'm still holding on.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Well, I guess I could have gave you a little heads up, but a girl like you don't need no fixing up. Friday night's too far away, and you've been stuck in my head all day. I just had to see your face, no, I couldn't wait. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive, all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Should you put on old blue jeans or a party dress? To be honest, I ain't thought that far ahead. I can pick you up right in front of your house, so pull the shades, blow the candles out. We can watch the first star fall from the edge of town. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Right this minute, I got a bottle you can help me finish, and when it's empty, we can spin it round and round. Yeah, what are you doing right now? Right this second, we got a moment, baby, let's don't waste it. You'll be having the night of your life when the sun goes down. What are you doing right now? Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Girl, what are you doing right now? I ain't talking about Saturday night. I ain't talking about later on. Girl, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now?
His name is John Wolf. That is Jon. Wolf has an E on the end of it. He is from Texas as well. Great country music on the radio from Texas today and Canada. We got it covered, that is for sure. And Minnesota, all over the place. What are you doing right now? Well, you're listening to the best in new country right now. KICR Indie Country Radio live from Branson, Missouri. Welcome to the third and final hour. Two great radio interviews today. Mr. Tyson Pryor from Canada, then Miss Alisa Starr from Minnesota. Alisa Ann Starr and Tyson Pryor Music, both their Twitter accounts. Love what they got going on. Check them out. And this radio interview is recorded, so it will be replayed over and over again on Spreaker.com. Search Indie Country Radio. Mr. Chuck Thomas can be found at Song Ballads, the number 4, and the letter U. Song Ballads for You. This is called Cigarettes and Whiskey from Chuck Thomas on Today's Country. KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Finally Friday.
Sitting all alone at a musty smoke-filled bar. Guess I didn't get far. Working on this broken heart. It's doing all it can to kill me. Told myself, sit back. Hard times, they won't last. But either with this half-full glass of memories. Bartender set me up another round. Fill me up until I drown. Until then I'll keep doing what I know. Keep raising these rocks up to my lips. If I do it enough I might forget all the reasons why she left me. 'Cause there's no more us, no more her, just me. Cigarettes and whiskey. Cigarettes and whiskey. Removed her number from my phone just to put it back in when I get home. Tonight I don't want to be alone. I thought of waking by her side, planning her day, planning our lives. Now the only thing I plan is one day at a time. Bartender, another round. Hit me up until I drown. Until then I'll keep doing what I know. I keep raising these rocks up to my lips. If I do it enough I might forget all the reasons why she left me. 'Cause there's no more us, no more her, just me. Cigarettes and whiskey. Not sure what will kill me first. Cigarettes and whiskey, or losing her. Bartender, set me up another round. Fill me up until I drown. Until then I'll keep doing
featured song of the week is next on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Salt on the rim, burning my lips as I reminisce about a fire you lit long ago. Burned me so deep, well, I couldn't find sleep. I tossed in the sheets till smothered desire out cold. Your every song that strings me along. You're here, then you're gone. You just leave me with stars in my eyes. What good are stars when they're really too far? This liquor is hard, and that tequila sun's on the rise. Tequila sun, tequila sun shines in my face like a sin of heaven. Blinds me to nothing but man, ain't it something, that tequila sun. That band is so loud, and that lime to your mouth fills me with doubt. You could handle my love and it all. The mirrors are clear of the smoke. I'll be here with a head full of fear and a heart holding out for the last call. Your every step I stumble to bed, every sip I regret, and every wall I keep falling into. It'll hurt just the same, but for you it's in vain. Just don't mention my name. That tequila sun finds you. Tequila sun, tequila sun, it shines in my face like a sin of
and we had a great radio interview this last Wednesday, and the show was called The New Women of Country. Isn't she great? She deserves to be on the radio. There's not enough women getting played on FM radio, so that's where we come in to help, and we did a special show, all women, last Wednesday. Now, Tequila Sun, Song of the Week, you can check it out all week long on every live show. There may be another one tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Central Time, Kicking Country with Rob Charles and Jennifer Malott, so stay tuned and we'll see if that happens tomorrow night. So she'll get another play there on the live show. But you can play Tequila Sun anytime you wish this week on IndieCountryRadio.net. Hit the More tab on the right, drop down to Song of the Week, and there'll be a picture of Lindsay Buchanan, and underneath her a media player. You can play the full song anytime you wish. Now, she's also going to get played into next week because Monday, KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com is going to air the show, The New Women of Country, that I recorded this Wednesday. So we're going to do it one more time over there, KUHSdenver.com. Today's Country with Tim Kelly, The New Women of Country, will hit the air at 11 a.m. Central Time Monday, 10 a.m. in the Mountain Time Zones on KUHSdenver.com. So we look forward to that as well. Going to be good stuff on the radio for Monday. We got good stuff on the radio for a Finally Friday. How about this next gentleman? You can find him on Twitter at @TheTonyJustice. He is Tony Justice, this side of the radio. On Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Finally Friday.
Hey, Mr. DJ, know you gotta play that song. It won't be the last time the day you put it on. I know it's a big old hit, probably way up on the charts, but I'd like to make just one request. Have mercy on my heart. On this side of the radio, it don't sound near as good here on my stereo. You didn't see me breaking down, but every word reminded me of her, reliving every step she took to go. What it's like, man, you don't know. On the side of the radio, everything was perfect. I'd had a damn good day until I tuned you in, man. You took that away. Every single word that I just heard is exactly how I feel. I went from drumming on my dashboard to crying on my steering wheel. This side of the radio, it don't sound near as good here on my stereo. You didn't see me breaking down with every word reminding me of her, reliving every step she took to go. What it's like, man, you don't know. On the side of the radio, rolling down this long road, I can barely see the white lines from the tears in my eyes. On the side of the radio, it don't sound near as good here on my stereo. You didn't see me breaking down with every word reminding me of her, reliving every step she took to go. What it's like, man, you don't know. On the side of the radio, what it's like, I hope you never know. On the side of the radio, of the radio.
Hear the Darren Morris Band, Never Knew Texas,
Fresh New Country.
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Grab an old winter coat from the closet in a Texas July, 'cause I know any minute You'll be pulling in the dry, and I'll be taking shelter, trying to shield my heart from the bitter storm you bring that's tearing us apart. I stood in a raging blizzard in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, braved old man winter on a Cheyenne Christmas Eve, and I cursed the windy city when it chilled me to the bone. But I never knew Texas could be this cold. You could melt my heart in an instant with the touch of your hand, but the chill of your cold shoulder helps me understand. We've drifted so far now, the love we had is lost. The icy bridge between us is just too hard to cross. I stood in a raging blizzard in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, braved old man winter on a Cheyenne Christmas Eve, and I cursed the windy city when it chilled me to the bone. But I never knew Texas could be this cold. If I could turn back time, I'd take you to a warmer day before we turned our summer skies to winter gray. I stood in a raging blizzard in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, braved old man winter on a Cheyenne Christmas Eve, and I cursed the windy city when it chilled me to the bone. But I never knew Texas could be this cold. I never knew Texas could be this cold. Grabbing an old winter coat from the closet in a Texas July.
He is from Texas, can you tell? He is from Gilmer, Texas, and my good friend Darren Morris with the Darren Morris Band. His latest single right there, climbing up the Texas country music charts and others as well. It is called Never Knew Texas. Go out and find that song and get it, ladies and gentlemen. He's all over Spotify and all kinds of digital media. Mr. Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band, your 2018 Nashville Universal Awards Vocal Group of the Year. Congratulations to them on winning that award as well. Speaking of Texas, you can check out the Texas Country Music Countdown with my good friend Mr. Kenny Snively every Sunday on Indie Country Radio, KICR. We'll put it on our Spreaker account on Sunday, but it's available right now. It comes in on Wednesday, and I've already got it up on our website, indiecountryradio.net. Just hit the More tab and drop down to syndicated shows and click the Texas Country Music Countdown, the top 20 for Mr. Kenny Snively. We will air that on Spreaker again on Sunday afternoon. This next song is a former song of the week. She can be found at Getting Sweenard on Twitter, Miss Sunny Sweeney. This is called From a Table Away on today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Finally Friday.
I bet you never guess who I saw tonight. Guess you didn't see me in those low dim lights. I knew who she was by the ring still on her hand. Sure looked like you still wanted to be her man. So I guess that means that things are better.
what happens when you buy a cheap jingle. Indie Country Radio. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
She sat down in a bar room, just 3 stools from a pool. She leaned my way and asked me, what's your name? You don't want to know me. My life is filled with pain. The waitress called me J.D., but that's my whiskey, not my name. J.D.'s my whiskey, not my name. I went out searching for my wealth and fame. All I found was heartache while I played honky-tonk game. Now it's me and old J.D. with no one else to blame. Yesterday, right here on Broadway, when pedal stills and fiddles rule the day. What was it I thought I heard Hank Williams say? Now it's me and old J.D. rolling down a lost highway. J.D.'s my whiskey, not my name. I went out searching for my wealth and fame. All I found was heartache while I played honky-tonk game. Now it's me and old J.D. to help me ease the pain. J.D.'s my whiskey, not my name.
We had a few JDs together in 2016 on November the 7th at the Nashville Universe Awards, hanging out with that gentleman right there, Mr. Dennis Ledbetter, DP Ledbetter, if you want to find him on Twitter. JD's my whiskey, not my name. Well, I'm still doing coffee because I'm still on the radio live, but that's all right. I might do something a little later on, a little different, that's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, the music we play is a little different. Are you liking it? Man, we sure are in the chat room loving it, aren't we, Lula? Miss Mom, Lula Bradbury from Indianapolis, Indiana. Hopefully you're not getting any of that filthy white stuff either. We're getting freezing rain right now. I just looked out the window, not looking too good on the car across the street. And thank goodness my truck's in the shop, nice and warm in that garage. Mr. Trent Tomlinson is from Kennett, Missouri, a little further west or east of me in the Boot Hill of Missouri. His latest single is called When She Goes There. Let's go there right now on today's country. KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on your finally Friday.
I know that number, but I ain't picking up. She's coming over, gonna pick up her stuff. Ain't in the mood for a real big fight, wrecking my mind. Hell no, not tonight. Turn off the lights, say and lock it all up. Grab the keys and go fire up the truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. For long as I'm bellied up to a bar, I won't see her climbing out of her car. I won't see her stepping up on that porch, coming that door, get to doing what she came here for. I know there's no way I can take her looking so good while she's walking away. If I'm gone, I could brush it off like it never really happened at all. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. Turn off the lights, hey, and lock it all up. Grab the keys and go fire up the truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. Hey, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. I wanna be here when she goes there.
There's no such thing as enough country. You know that great song that you just can't get out of your head? We're playing it right now. Wow, it's like we're right there inside your head. Okay, well, maybe not literally.
Don't touch that dial!
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
In the basement! In the basement! In the basement! In the basement! Up to the basement! In the basement! In the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Friends kinda miss your face. I just called you up to see if you're okay. You say you've been hurt and you're feeling down. Lately I haven't felt like going out. Baby, take a chance, it'll be alright. You don't have to be alone tonight. I can make you feel like a roller coaster ride. Your heart in your throat and your hands up high. I can make you smile like your favorite song. And all you gotta do is sing along like, well, girl, you need a thrill, and I can make you feel a roller coaster ride. Your heart in your throat and your hands up high. I can make you smile like your favorite song, and all you've gotta do is sing along like, well, girl, you need a thrill, and I can make you feel like, well, I can be the lover to get the other off of your mind.
That song is awesome, isn't it? It is called The Lover. The group is Rivershine, capital OFC, if you want to find them on Twitter. It was our featured song of the week last week, and I had a great radio interview with David from the group Rivershine. Go check them out, ladies and gentlemen. And you can check out the video to The Lover on Indie Country Television right there on our website, indiecountryradio.net. That is unlike any song I've ever heard. We hear a lot of music, that is for sure. We're going to hear Mr. Cody Prevost from Canada next. Prevost is P-R-V-O-S-T. There you go, Cody Prevost. Today's not my day. Oh, but it is. It's finally Friday. Getting you ready for the weekend on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Some guy cut me off on the way to work. I spilled hot coffee on my shirt. Hit a traffic jam by the Baptist church, and I was running late this morning. So I yelled and cussed and hit the dash. Then I saw that long black Cadillac, that line of headlights rolling past. Put it in perspective for me. Yeah, today's not my day, but today could be worse. Instead of driving this old Jeep, I could be riding in that hearse. No more knowing she's my world, being a daddy to my girls. There's so much left to do and left to say, so thank God today's not my day. She and I've got dinner plans tonight, and this weekend's back porch glass of wine. We got a trip out west in mid-July, plans for growing old together, and my girls, they're counting on me too. Yeah, to see their wildest dreams come true. Walk them down the aisle like daddies do. Toast them to forever. Yeah, today's not my day, but today could be worse. Instead of driving this old Jeep, could be riding in that hearse. No more knowing she's my world, being a daddy to my girls. There's so much left to do and left to say, so thank God today's not my day. 'Cause Lord, I need more time to be down here, stick around here before they put me in the ground. There's so much left to do and left to say, so thank God today's not my day.
Hi everybody, Bob here from RealRadio.us, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Your every dream, every desire, I'll be the spark that lights your fire. Whisper and wish, I'll make it come true. Anything for you. Open the door, baby, let me in. Close your eyes, let me touch your skin. Gonna pick you up, gonna lay you down. It ain't that far from now. Heaven's waiting just around the bend. It's time to take you, angel, where you've never been. The search is over, let me show you how. Everything you've ever wanted ain't that far from now. Open your heart, don't be afraid. Girl, I'm that chance you wanna take. I'll take your breath, I'll drive you wild. It ain't that far from now. Heaven's waiting just around the bend. It's time to take you, angel, where you've never been. The search is over, let me show you how. Everything you've ever wanted ain't that far from where you've never been. The search is over, let me show you how. Everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever needed. Forever's what I'm all about, and it ain't that far from now. It ain't that far from now. Ain't that far from now. Come on, baby.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio.
Well, I went crazy for your love. Ooh, that Saturday evening. Walking down the street, Lord, what I've been feeling. I've been passing up the bars. I've been howling at the stars. Love, you got me reeling. Now I'm walking, talking, working every day in a daze. Crying, but I'm trying just to get myself to Saturday. I've been passing up the bar. I've been howling at the stars. Now I'm in love. It's got me reeling. Love, you got me reeling. Right from the start, you stole my heart. Well, it was meant to be. But a woman like you, man
His name is Raston Stewart. That is a great tune called Reelin'. And before that, brand new Matt Ferris right here on Indie Country Radio, Matt Ferris Country, if you want to find him on Twitter as well. Well, that's going to do it for me today. I want to thank Mr. Tyson Pryor from Canada for joining me early this morning, and also Alisa Starr from Minnesota for joining me at 9:30 a.m. as well. Now, I'll be live next Wednesday and Thursday right here on Spreaker.com. Just search Indie Country Radio. And 2 more great radio interviews scheduled for next week. I'll hit the airwaves at 8 a.m. Central. But Monday, don't forget, the new Women of Country show is going to air on KUHS Denver, KUHSdenver.com, starting at 11 a.m. Central Time. So that's going to be fun as well. That was a great show on Spreaker, one of the biggest shows I've done in a while. So it's going to re-air on KUHSdenver.com this Monday. Y'all go check it out. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Check us out on our website, timkellyproductions.com. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you next week right here on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a corner.